Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Mimi's Home and Garden. Today I'm going to share with you how I planted potatoes. Spring 2021 is off to a great start. The first step was I ordered my seed potatoes from Tool. I have a nice homestead potato sampler here with red potatoes, Yukon Gold, and some russet. So I took these potatoes several days ago and I cut these in half, making sure I had eyes on both pieces. Set these out on a tray for several days to harden. I purchased these mainstay buckets off of Amazon. You can get these at Walmart. I got these in sets of 8, and I'm going to be using 8 today to plant these potatoes. So I took a drill, and you've got to have good drainage, so I drilled holes around the sides of the buckets and in the bottom. I did 3 holes around the sides, and I think it was 4 holes in the bottom. So you need to do this with the drill. These buckets are going to work great because they're nice and deep and wide at the top. Last year I planted these in the ground and I had beautiful potatoes, a great crop, but I also had a little mole that went around and helped himself to about half of every single potato. So this year we're not going to put them in the ground, we're going to put these in the buckets. And here's my big bags of potting mix, my perlite, and the good fertilizer that I'm going to put in each bucket. So let me share with you step by step how I planted these potatoes in my little backyard kitchen garden. Very excited to get started. I've already planted onions and carrots, and I'm going to be setting out my cabbage plants soon. Here are the potatoes that have been sitting in the potting soil for a couple of days, hardening up. I've got everything ready, set out in the backyard, my bags of soil, my fertilizers, and my buckets. So let me share with you how I did this. First step is to take a good potting mix, and I did mix in some gardening soil with it. I got the potting mix from Lowe's. I wanted a nice clean potting mix for this year. So I'm going to fill each tub about halfway, not quite halfway, with the soil, because you're going to add soil as the potatoes grow. Therefore, you will get more potatoes in the bucket. So the first step again is to put in your soil. Very easy to do. I did not pack this down. I wanted it kind of loose. So I'm filling up the bucket with the potting mix. I've already added the garden soils in the bottom, and then I'm going to mix all this up together. Just smoothing it out, not packing it. So easy to do, and I'm just really excited that I'll have a good yield this summer. I love potatoes. That is my favorite vegetable. Even though there is Indian and German in my background, I'm sure there's got to be some Irish in there because I do love potatoes. There's the perlite I'm adding into the soil. Big handful of organic fertilizer. And then another fertilizer that's time released and will help the soil later on. Gave it a good shake. And then I'm going to mix all of this together. It was about 70 degrees outside, so I ended up having a great day, enjoying the outdoor weather. Okay, I'm just mixing all this up, and then I'll start planting the potatoes. Most of these have 3 potatoes per pot. That may be too many, we'll see. But I have a lot of potatoes out of that 10-pound bag. So these are the red potatoes. And you just put them in the ground, making sure that the eyes are up. Cover it with a little bit of soil, and that's it. I did water these, lightly water them, didn't soak the soil because the potting mix was already very moist. And that's how easy it is to plant potatoes. Now as these grow, I'll add in more soil, and I'll show you that in future videos. So I've lined all the potato buckets along the outside edge of my kitchen garden. I've got some hoop houses going, warming up the soil so I can plant my cabbages and my Swiss chard and lettuces and spinach. So I'm very excited. There is my flowering cherry tree in full bloom. Very excited for getting started on spring 2021 kitchen garden. It's going to be a great year. This is a little pic of what I had going on last year. It was beautiful. I'm so excited. And I hope you'll join me on this journey. Please subscribe, like, and leave me a comment. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.